all the employees were engaged in creating this vision. This was not just an artist's job. And we facilitated a few meetings, and the powerful thing about this is that it rallied everybody around a common purpose. So all of a sudden, this company went from basically gloom and doom, are we really going to make it, to having a bright vision of a future that seemed impossible at the time. Some people thought it was highly improbable, but anyway, we're going to commit to it and we're going to give our best shot. So that was one of the things that we did. Of course, we follow that with very clear thinking about turning these ideas, this investment in people, into a strategy for achieving results. So I wanted to highlight some other point that was critical. And we conducted an assessment to really get a sense of where we were at. And this assessment was not just from the workers' perspective, but also from their customers and their suppliers. I was very much involved in the assessment process, and we found out where this company was at along these different dimensions. On one hand, you have the widening gaps. The other hand, you have the ascent principles. And this gave us a very clear read on where we were deficient. For people to see this visually was almost like having a stake on the ground, and they said, okay, now we know what to work on. We know where to start. And another thing that was very, very important is the ability to deploy what we call change champions. Back then, we called them the strategic implementation team. This is a company of over 1,000 employees spread throughout the Northwest continent. So how do you go about changing that? I mean, they were in different cities, different cultures, different countries. So we picked the cream of the crop and took them out of management roles and put them in what we call change